Having received approximately 12,000 messages, I feel like it's my duty to inform you all that Humble Bundle right now has a complete CK2 blowout sale. This is the cheapest CK2 has ever been. So if you don't buy this, what the fuck are you doing? What are you playing at? Oh, I can't say that in the first 30 seconds of the video. You know what? We're rolling with it. This isn't sponsored. I didn't give a shit. You can pay approximately $1 or 82 cents, the original equivalent, to get the game Crusader Kings 2, you might have heard of that, along with 5 major DLC packs. Oh, come on. Let's not kid ourselves here. Or you can pay $15 or £12.33 in your original equivalent to get Holy Fury, Reaper's Due, Jade Dragon, Monks and Mystics, Conclave, and all of this other garbage as well that I completely didn't talk about because it's not really relevant anymore. Bearing in mind, you don't get the face packs, you don't get the flag packs, you don't get the unit packs. You're getting about 1% of the DLC here, but it's all the important stuff. It's all the good stuff. It's all the important stuff. More importantly, because Humble Bundle is a nice and good and just website. Also, I'm a Humble partner, by the way. Did I forget to mention that? You can support charity. You can support charity. You can support charity. Support charity. But generally, you can actually support charity or Paradox, or you can pay, Humble, which I believe is owned by IGN, so maybe let's support charity, huh? Maybe let's support charity, huh? You can pay as little or as much as you like. Obviously, if you cross these certain thresholds, you do get more DLC, you get everything else going on here. So I definitely recommend, at least if nothing else, picking this up, buying it for your friends. Put a burden on them as well. Make them pay 100 and I believe it is £80 right now for CK2 and all the DLC. Because once you get involved with fucking Glitterhoof, oh, I've just said that now, I can't take that back. Once you've got involved with that, you're going to be hooked. You're going to be hooked, trust me. And again, it's a really good deal, and you can support charity with it, jokes aside. So, you know, just do that. It'd be a shame for people to miss out. Just get on that. Welcome back, everybody, to the Elder Kings. We are officially in the end game now. My current goal, obviously, we formed Tamriel, and that was always the goal of the series, to go from a garbage Imperial count up to the Imperial, kind of, technically, Emperor of Tamriel. I've never done it before. We've never played as an Imperial. We've certainly, sure as hell, never played as a human, let alone technically a Dragonborn. I've still never seen a Dragonborn, or never playing as a Dragonborn character. God knows how rare that is. So our goal right now, we're currently 40 years of age. How much conquesting can we do in realistically what is going to be a maximum of 40 years is my current goal. I mean, let's try and get, if we can, the whole of Tamriel. I think it's going to be very, very difficult. But when this character dies, from what you guys have been telling me, she will ascend to be the Ninth Divine there for having formed Tamriel. That's a legacy we want to leave behind. I think we want to conquest every goddamn man, woman, and child inside this continent. Now, right now, as it stands, we're currently fighting Skyrim. Skyrim, as I recall, were fairly weak, because they had a succession not so long ago. High King Thorig the Just, a man with 21,000 men. Yeah, this should be no problem at all. Versus the mighty Imperial, 51,000 men. Do we not have a retinue somewhere? Why did I not move these a bit more north first, huh? Anyway, Skyrim should be absolutely no threat whatsoever. And when we get Skyrim under us, I mean, we're basically unstoppable at that stage, right? Then it's going to be a test of painting the map. Now, luckily, the AI has been very kind and has basically generally arranged the map in kingdoms that we can easily conquest. Now, for do we have like a cast a spell against this guy? What I should really do while we're fighting the war is make sure we have all the blocks in place to be able to declare war on these other provinces. So to launch whatever it was called, the Warlord Casus Belli, we need a duchy in the de jure kingdom of wherever the hell it is. So for example, if you want to declare war on this guy, we actually can't right now because he has the kingdom of Wayrest, which is titular. Oh, you bitch. Okay, that could be a problem. And these guys aren't Hammerfell, they're actually... Oh god, these guys are Sentinel. These are Hagathe, which I think is also... Conquest Hammerfell. Ah, okay, that's fine then. So this is also a titular title, but... It would seem to me, if we fabricate a claim inside the de jure kingdom of High Hrothgar, that's basically what Wayrest is right now. We've already grabbed a bunch of stuff. In fact, after we get Skyrim... I have a feeling we'll already be able to conquer this stuff, because of course Skyrim has many, many duchies inside that. So we've already got enough for this one, because we have Tanath, which is a duchy inside. Okay, so this one's good, this one's good. Then, as for Morrowind, obviously Morrowind is in separate kingdoms. We've got the kingdom of fucking Falkreath over there, where House Harlow used to be. Now, I wonder if each separate great house counts as a kingdom level title. Are we going to have to... Oh no, conquer Morrowind. Wait, it counts as one big kingdom? Yes, it does. Okay, that's very, very useful then, because that means we don't have to go to... And what about, is this Vardenfell? So the only one we'll have to actually fabricate claims on then is the Kingdom of Vardenfell, is the Tribunal Temple. So we'll get our Chiefess here, a Star of the Lioness, to start fabricating claims over there while we wait. Then we already have de jure duchy inside Argonia here, or Shadowfen as it's called. So we should be able to... Oh, we don't. Wait, what? Oh, we have a bit of it, but we don't have the duchy level title, right. I mean, we could just conquest the Cyrodiilic Empire again and then take what they've got in Argonia and then push the rest. That then would give us every single realm in the continent of Tamriel. We could also try and take out Alinor. We could also take out the Malma hegemony, Yakuda, and those sort of isles over there. We could also try and take out the Skull and the Atmorans. What are they in Rosgrir again? Yeah, they are Atmoran over there. What about Akavir? Obviously not. That would take literally decades. We'd have to fabricate so many bloody Kleinskir, so many different kingdoms over there. I think we'll stick to traditional Tamriel. How about that? Because otherwise the series will go on for about 1,000,000 years and it will just be all me map painting. I don't want to do that, and you don't want to see that. But what I do want to see is the most powerful Tamriel we can possibly build within this one character's lifetime. That sets us a nice challenge and a nice goal to do as well. That being said, let's deal with Skyrim. So what size of our retinues right now? What the hell have I not got more than that? Because I just haven't bought any. It really is that simple. It really do be like that. Okay, let's double the size of our cavalry here. That's going to take us up to a fairly okay amount. To be honest, if we just had Heffid Ironside or whoever our mightiest commanders are leading an entire unit of light cavalry, chances are we wouldn't even need to raise our levies. Now, I am still going to raise our levies because I feel like that's extremely lazy not to raise our levies. Let's set rally points, not in the Imperial Isle this time. Let's set one up there in Frostcrag, and let's set one up here in Pale Pass. That way, our troops will automatically reinforce to those. We're not going to hopefully die to attrition either because they're going to be nicely separated out. We can possibly rank up to the Champion of the Fighters Guild. Be nice to be the head of the Fighters Guild and also Empress of Tamriel. I feel like that's not a common crossover, is it, really? I think that's kind of cool. Now, what have we got? We've picked up a province here. Oh, we picked up Helgen. Ah, I remember being a boy looking over at Helgen. I forget the actual quote. Right, so that's part of Falkreath, which we do not have. No, we don't. Oh, I've got Falkreath. No, this dude has Falkreath, and he's our vassal. Fine, okay, my friend, you can also have, Falkreath, and you can also have Helgen then, because I'm not really interested in any of this shit, to be honest with you. Helgen, there you go, perfect. Right, all we really want to hold is honestly just the Imperial Isle. If we have a spare couple of provinces as well to pick up, that way if we ever inherit anything in war, we can just give it away immediately. You know, we've got that nice buffer without having to worry about the provincial uprisings or whatever else we have going on here. Plus, it's a nice way to keep our vassals happy too, if we're to keep ground and land. Mastorn, there you go, you can have that one, my friend. What else we got here? Halkan is the Duchy of Halkan, which is all the way over in Falkreath, which, by the way, is House Lalu, bordered with the Cyrodiilic Empire, which, by the way, is House Redoran. Things have gotten a little bit fucked up, I will admit. Oh, that dude is just... Oh, he's not even our vassal. Right, that's very annoying. We'll hold on to that for the time being, then. Obviously, I want the de jure borders to be as nice as they possibly can be. Finally, we got Bannermist, which is also part of Falkreath. Okay, what did you even have, my man? Right, here you go. For Bannermist, there you go. Right. Let's get on with the conquest of Skyrim. This should take no time at all. Now, I do notice that the borders are a little bit screwed here. I wonder what happened to that big old dude that we had. Yeah, Urusek, as you can see, still massive, still fairly dangerous, and I believe they're also a relative. Yeah, they are. They're a member of Diccus Biggus Julius, but they don't have claims on the Empire, because of course they wouldn't, because this guy's a distant branch house of Diccus Biggus Julius. 142 living members, by the way. Good God. We've made a really, really powerful dynasty here. One thing I never do in CK2 is see our final scores. I think it'd be really interesting in the rounds of the Elder Scrolls especially, to see where we rank, or where the developers think we rank amongst all those great houses. You know, see where we compare to the Septims or to the other emperors. What are they called in Morrowind? What are the emperors that took control? My God, I actually can't remember. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The point is, we will be able to get ourselves a nice empire. I imagine, like, Riemann Cyrodiil has the top dynasty, right? He's got to be #1 easily. Let's march into Skyrim. That's enough pissing around waiting for our troops to get here. I'm not patient enough to wait for everyone here, to be honest. We'll kick the war off, and then everyone can join us as they want to. Right, we are leading the vanguard, I hope. Yes, we absolutely are. Let's merge these troops. Now, Skyrim is not only very, very cold, but it's also filled with disease. We have to be very careful about attrition in this war. Perhaps I should join in on their joyous cavorting. Fine. Let's go and join the Dancing Peasants. There we go. We've never had this much fun. We gained Dancing Queen. National Revolt is -2%. Thanks, ABBA. Very cool. Of course, as we would raid Skyrim, we'd get an ABBA reference. Let's take this one out. What have we got? 5 point... What is their capital? Vollenrud is their capital. Very weird. What is he, like Dragon Priest? Nope. It's just a regular old 8 divines. It's going to be 9 divines by the time I'm done with you, my friend. Right, take him down. Oh! Shit. Dancing Plague. Is that Dancing Queen event related to that? Dancing Plague is very, very rare, and it's actually based on something somewhat historically accurate, probably somewhat apocryphal, though, whereby supposedly peasants would just dance and couldn't stop dancing, would literally dance until they died. It's a real thing. Genuinely go and check that out on Wikipedia or something. I forget when it was, but it was definitely incredibly dangerous, and, you know, essentially if you look at our air, Oh my god, Prince Scorpion of Tamriel. I wasn't even focused on him. To be honest, he's not going to come out that way in terms of education. Actually, I'd rather give him a shitty martial education that he can level up than anything else. That's the one thing I do like about the... Obviously, in base game CK2, when it comes down to it, if your kid ends up in this situation, normally in base game CK2, the only good education that you get is learning. If it was me personally, I'd probably give him stewardship or diplomacy. But in the Elder Kings, you can still pick martial. It can still be viable because, of course, you just shut him off to the Fighters Guild, and the kid can actually train up and become that high-level martial character. Remember when I said, let's watch out for attrition, and then I've just marched all my troops together and gotten a shit ton of attrition? Yeah. Oh, their armies. The Nords fight well, but unfortunately they are also fighting a Nord, obviously, a Hethid Ironside there. Didn't stand a goddamn chance. Right, let's move you guys south, and let's just start sieging. Start raiding, start killing, start pillaging. Well, maybe not so much of the last two things, huh? Right, this should take no time at all. And bear in mind, this is an entire kingdom level title, so even if it does take time, don't really mind too much, to be honest. This is going to be a lot of goddamn land. Alright, there's another 7,000 men there, which they are trying to attack. They move a lot. They are moving a lot. You reinforce. Let's start just heading up with some of these armies here and start raiding wherever we can. I'm going to split these in half. We're going to send some of you to Riften. We're going to send some of you to... Where else is a big province around here? Nilheim, apparently. Let's watch this battle, because this could get messy. Now, they did take a river crossing, I assume. Yep, they're taking a river crossing. We're reinforcing. They're going to get annihilated again. Well done. Tributary has finished her education, our young daughter, and she's come out very mediocre. Oh, she can get erudite too, so actually she's a little slightly more, even less mediocre now. The Fighters Guild has asked me to put in a Dread Zombie. Great, now is exactly the time to be doing that. Thank you, Fighters Guild. So, by the way, there's a Dread Zombie outside Whiterun. I know you're in the area. If you could just deal with that, that'd be great. Of course, please, ask no more of your Empress. She's a woman of the people. Right, so their troops are all going to reinforce over there. Let's wait for them to move the lock first. There we go, and then let's chase them down. My Wharf Chief tells my commanders Alpha Gear has improved significantly. Now's a good time for you to improve, my good friend Alpha Gear. We're still going to win that. It's very risky. Even we do have 50 march, though. You've got to remember, we're one of the greatest military rulers in the whole of Tamriel. So we are very much going to be able to take on whatever these Nords have to throw at us. Oh my god, and we beat them there. That's surprising, given that we got a trait. What did we get? That noise meant we got a trait, and I don't know exactly what it was. Cynical? Greedy? Brave, maybe? Still no leadership traits, by the way, despite the fact we fought in many, many battles at this stage. Still nothing. We've conquested most of Tamriel. We're still just a regular old leader. Not particularly experienced, not particularly great. Maybe it's because it's so easy for her. Maybe that's it. Maybe because she hasn't had any struggles to overcome or hardships or anything like that. Speaking of struggles and hardships, let's not siege that one down in hindsight. I still want to get this done as soon as possible because, of course, we are painting a massive target on our back from... potentially like Alanor, potentially from the Malma hegemony, while we're at all these wars. If we're getting rid of all our troops, dying to attrition, dying to sieges, regular wars, whatever, then we need to be as quick as possible here. Nice, Barony of Old Rune for, 942 gold. It's not even a duchy level title. Wait, Baron is Baron I think so. I don't remember. Old Rude, Rift, Amphelsund, Ursek, great. Cool. Well, we've got to leave it there and then pay... We've got to wait till we get the Dutch level title, so I might as well just fucking leave it there, huh? 98% war score. Is there anything we could just assault down and finish this war off? Apparently so. Nice. Boom. Look upon the heart. Oh, Tamriel is very large. Very big indeed. Now we need to make sure the High King of Skyrim doesn't immediately rebel, and the best way we can do that is send him a gift. Probably release his wife as well. She'd probably be quite happy about that one. Send him an artifact too would be pretty good. That gives 18 opinion. Obviously, we're not using half of this shit, so anything that gives him... Speculum Regale gives 24 opinion. Am I ever going to use that? Actually, I might, because it's Vassal Opinion +5, and when we've conquered the entire world, that might be relevant. Any that can give that much opinion... Fall of the Snow Prince gives him +24. Do I want to give my enemy a book on how to beat us? Not really. How long does that defeated me last? 83.56. Sorry, 38.56. We're looking at another 12 fucking years. Oh my god. We're gonna have to be very careful now because we've got a vassal with like 50,000 men under us, and if we fall into a civil war while we're conquesting somewhere like Wayrest or Hammerfell, or obviously Hammerfell or whatever this one's called, High Rock, then we're looking very risky here. Why did Jorvaska? They're building Jorvaska. We can't carry it on because we are... Why? Our capital has to be Whiterun. Oh, that's a shame. I would like to have carried on the upgrade, but that's the same reason we can't upgrade Senchal. They've made it so it has to be your capital, which is, to be fair enough, because the wonders in this seem very, very powerful. It seems like you should only really have one wonder going at any time. Can I just ignore that? Jorvaska and the Palace of Kings. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and disable that because I'm really not that interested. We can develop Khajiit Ruins for 200 gold. Now, I'd rather keep that 200 gold. So now we'll play the waiting game for a little bit. Let our troops reinforce as much as they can, because we took a very heavy blow with that. Our own domain troops are very, very small. Where are my retinues? Oh, God, these borders. These borders are vile. I don't want to vomit. And we've apparently picked up Nilheim. Nilheim's... Oh, that's what we could do. We could give him just some provinces in Skyrim, huh? Nilheim. There you go, my friend. You also want Snowgrad? Give him Snowgrad as well. Can we actually make the... We can make a bunch of duchies within Skyrim and give those to him as well. So, Hrothgar, titular Duchy of Hrothgar, titular Duchy of they're all titular, so it doesn't really matter. And we'll just chuck him all of those, and that will increase his opinion, because, of course, we're granting him duchy level titles. That might genuinely ensure that there is peace in our time. Morvenhall, you can have that one, because that is in Skyrim. You can have the Eastern District. No, maybe not. There you go. Snowgrad, that one is yours as well, my friend. What does he think of us now? Still minus 100, huh? Desires the city-state of Falkreath. Yep, you can have that one too. Fine. Here you go, my friend. Shawstone should definitely be yours. There you go. Transfer vassalage. What else we got here? How much? Falkreath. There it is. Boom. What does he think of us now? Still minus 100, huh? You're being a bit of a bitch, I think. Oh, it's minus 1,000. It's minus 1,000. What a waste of time. Well, I mean, obviously I want my borders to be nice and tidy anyway, so it's not really that much of a big deal. So, next on the list then, how many troops have Hierarch actually got right now? 7,000. What about Hegathe? Hammerfell only have 2,000 men. We could take that with our retinues alone. We could take that with just our retinues. I'm going to do exactly that as well. My god, it's so difficult to tell our borders apart from the Cyrodiil Empire's borders, huh? Let's take Hammerfell. We can conquest that basically immediately. We already had the Casus Belli against him. He wants to sign a non-aggression pact. Isn't that convenient? King of Yakuda. That's a different guy. No, also still no. I'm not going to do that. We're still going to take you out as well. Either way, let's get our troops over there and let's take them down. Now, what about Wayrest? They're a merchant republic, so the chances are they've got less troops, but they've got a mountain of cash, yeah. So hired mercenaries we'd have to watch out for with him. Our retinues, I assume, are reinforcing at the highest rate. Oh my god, we can double our retinue size again. Fucking hell. How much money have we got? Not very much. Okay, why don't I sell some artifacts? Why don't I let some cash build up, and then we'll reinforce the retinue and just try and do as many of these wars as possible with retinue, so we've still got that levy size, just in case of a mass rebellion. What the fuck? He's still attained a masterful level of knowledge. Wow, he's got 34 martial, despite the fact that he was gonna end up shit. And he got kind as well, so the people are gonna like him. Alright, I'm really hoping he gets elected, because I was just checking this out. We are stuck on Imperial, absolute cognatic Imperial succession. Maybe that's because we were a woman as we reformed the Empire. I have no idea. Okay, fine. What we want to do then, keep the information to ourselves. We want to make sure that young Scorpion gets elected, because he is obviously our best character. I've chosen them, I've chosen him as our successor. We get 10 votes because we're the Emperor, so in theory we should be able to set this up quite nicely here. Now that he's of age, are they going to vote for him, or is he still too young? They're still not shifting their... Oh, God. Okay, Scrooge is not becoming... They're still not shifting their votes over. So we might have to assassinate Chiefess Abalone of Taldir. Is it because we're absolute cognatic in hindsight? I think it is. We need to flip over to, like, agnatic cognatic. Or at least... I mean... I think that's fine, though, isn't it? Women inherit on the same ground men do. I mean, we could flip it just for the next generation, but that's probably not worth it at all. You know what? They'll vote for him eventually. He's such a good character. I'm going to start dishing him out artifacts as well, just to buff him up even further. We can have a private conversation with her, which, as I recall, means that we can basically kill her dead. Oh, do we want to recruit this court position? I did just set up a new court position. No, who's better than him, so we won't bother with that one too much. Right, let's see what happens with this private conversation. Because if it's like the base game, you basically invite someone to your court and then kill them dead. It's probably the best way to phrase it. You genuinely try and murder them. I think she's not accepting my offer. We can also try and intimidate her. Is she... not invited to the character. I think she must have refused or something. I have absolutely no clue there. We do have a outbreak of consumption, and my poor young glorious boy here with his 40 fucking martial after I've given him all of this shit is... Oh my god, he's so good. We've only got 50 martial, so when he inherits our treasury, amulet kings, everything else, he's going to be an incredibly good character. We still haven't got specialization. Is it bugged out? I feel like 43 years and no specialization. I haven't studied a specialization for the past 20. It's a little bit strange. Maybe it's because we've been leading armies all this time or something along those lines. Anyway, let's hire some more retinue like I said that we would. Let's just stick with... Oh, light cavalry. Fuck. Well, we might as well get a mixture now, huh? Oh, I'm out of money. I'm out of money? The treasury doth run dry? Let's ransom out all these prisoners then, because I'm not really interested in having 21 random Nords in my pocket. There you go. Absolutely, of course, you may take him, my friend. Good. This is going to be retinue funding. We have a retinue of around 5,600 men, and I think that's probably more than enough to be able to take out the kingdom of Hammerfell, conquest them all. Straight for the capital. God knows if they've even got any troops left. Direct leader level 1. No, we obviously aren't going to do that because we're the direct leader. They've got 3,000 troops somewhere. Is he actually leading troops personally as well? Oh, God, you could have trying to get a marriage from us, too. all the way down in, okay, they might be coming back, God knows, I guess they've been off raiding somewhere or something along those lines. What? Great words here. Is the Ada-mantia Tower? The Motalian Necropolis. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds kind of cool. We're going to go straight for their capital while we wait for their troops to obviously come back here. Maybe if we can siege down, we get lucky and maybe capture his heir or something like that. God knows. Apparently we already have 25%. Why? Oh my god, one of my vassals declared war on it. Well, that's pretty appropriate. Let's turn around and actually kill those troops then before they get away. They are movement locked. Oh, come on. Chase me. There we go. That's what you get for having an organizer on your center. Claim on the High Chieftain of the Bitter Coast for 1,965 gold. Excuse me. That is a big oof. That is going to be a big regret, I think. But hey, it shouldn't take too long to pay off because the realm is in a lot of profit right now. Ideally, oh, I should really go and deal with that Imperial Riddle Fire Revolt as well. I got completely distracted by all of this stuff going on here. Let's tidy this up as soon as possible, and then they can start paying taxes, which will hopefully pay off that exorbitant debt that I just got. Down in Senchel, of course they would be. How ironic. Is this how it felt when I was doing it to them all those years ago? Nice, we got Hammerfell Camel, just what I wanted. Wait, is that not the capital? Oh, I guess we stole it from someone else, huh? Attempt an assault. Let's deal with this war as soon as possible, because I don't particularly want to be reinforcing my retinues constantly, if you don't mind. 53%, really. Having sieged down almost their entire capital at this stage. Doesn't seem entirely fair, but that's okay. Where are their troops? We need a major battle to get under our belt. Oh, wait. There they are. Right, okay, chase those guys down. Then we'll just try and get everything then. Let's deal with this Hrothgar uprising. I've sent basically all the troops from the Imperial Isle. We've got 21,000 troops coming from just the Imperial Isle. Could you imagine? There's not even been 21,000 people in the entirety of every Elder Scrolls game combined. And we've managed to do that from just the Imperial Isle. It's pretty insane. Obviously, you know, Oblivion and Skyrim and whatnot, they have much, much smaller scale than what it would be if it was a real continent. But hey, I think there was all of about, what, 100 people in the Imperial City in Oblivion? Ah, for fuck's sake. So C is the button that lets you assault, right? But if it's your own province, you press C, you just raise boats from there, which is incredibly annoying. Let's carry on. We don't even need to do that. Oh, tax income. Wait. Oh, great, 0.10. No, I think we'll go with the revolt risk, thank you, because that could actually ruin us. I mean, hence this whole thing, huh? Thank you, I will accept your unconditional surrender, my friend. Boom. Right, can we ransom out any more prisoners now? We can. 26 gold, hey. 26 gold is 26 gold. We've already half paid off that debt anyway, just by, you know, virtue of spending time over in Hammerfell waiting for these battles and sieges to go through. This is probably going to be the final battle, or at least I goddamn hope it is. Their army led by their king in their capital, 72%. Are you... Fuck off. Fine, we're going to be sieging here for quite some time, I think. And then we'll move immediately on to High Rock, because it is just next door, and I think our debt's going to be paid off by then anyway. Yeah, it's definitely going to be paid off by the time we're done with this friggin' war. My god, I didn't think we'd have to siege down the entirety of Hammerfell there, but thank you very much. A valiant war. They fought well, and that's all that matters, really. Let's put our troops down. Right, okay, we're looking very, very light. It's a real shame about this goddamn Cyrodiil Empire. In fact, it's kind of driving me a little bit fucking nuts. Conquest Hammerfell, that would tidy up our borders very nicely. Always take Morrowind, Skyrim. I mean, in 4 wars, we can tidy up our borders fairly well. How many troops they got? 12,000. Their capital's all the way down in bloody Argonia, too, which is a pain in the ass. I might take all of this land they've picked up in Hammerfell, because it is quite a huge amount. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's do that before we continue on, because obviously they're in so many different other wars as well. They're seriously not a threat. Go for Hammerfell. Let's set a rally point basically as close to Argonia as we can get. We'll set it here, because that's obviously the duchy closest to that, so we'll probably have the most supply. 33,000. Actually, it really does not. Turns out the actual province in Argonia has a higher supply, but either way. Let's move on their capital. Hopefully they'll have finished that war up soon. As with our own retinue, we will quickly go and grab all of this land around here. 8,200. I'll take some troops around here too. 25,000 will do it, and I'll take any troops up in Skyrim, or more towards the northern areas of our empire to go and siege down whatever else we can find sort of kicking around, really. Well, the best part is this time around, they've had a revolt that's basically sieged everything down for us, so all we've got to do now is just quickly come and take over the sieges, essentially. Let's move our troops in there and fight whoever the hell wins. This is going to be, interesting. The second that one battle ends, we're just going to be like, yeah, I've decided to kill you all now. Thank you. Right, let's quickly grab all of this shit then as soon as possible. 11%. Now, with the other troops, we'll try and move on our capital, because I imagine, yeah, there we go. Those were the guys that were sieging it down last time. Let's just walk down there. Let's just walk down there. This one is also going to take hours, isn't it? Worst part is we're also starting to accrue a slight debt there as well. They've got so much land inside Hammerfell I didn't even realize. But the downside to this is we can't make the Kingdom of Hammerfell yet. They themselves didn't have enough land. So we're going to have to conquest this before I can give land away. And by holding this much land, we're obviously making less taxes. And we're having to spend money, deal with uprisings, things like that. You know, the sort of zombie breakout, goblin breakout, whatever else. There are some troops. Okay, let's deal with those too. How are those troops doing in Skyrim? Pretty decently. Right, let's keep just keep sieging. Down here, we've started to launch a siege against all their sort of home territories in Argonia, which seems kind of weird to say, but it's apparently where they've chosen to make their bed. We're doing all right. Honestly, they pose absolutely no threat. It really is just a case of painting their entire land at this stage. Thank God. Not that guy getting not that guy going out on host war, as in we finished the Imperial conquest of Hammerfell. Good Lord. Look at the size of our empire now. It's really difficult to tell again where the Cyrodiilic Empire's borders end and where ours begin. Until we do that, to be honest, they've only got this tiny little bit now, and obviously this tomorrow end this in Cyrodiil, sorry, in Argonia. We're looking quite nice. Now to set ourselves up a king of Hammerfell. Let's do that as soon as possible because we have way too many provinces here. We need 200 gold. Hilarious. Let's build up our 200 gold, then it should not take too long at all, especially if we ransom everyone out in hindsight. There we go. Boom. Problem solved. Either these go. This is why having too many provinces is a bad thing, because we are just going to be dealing with shit like that popping up every 30 seconds. Go and get your greatness, my son. Hire the Thieves Guild. Oh, no. We're losing as much money as we're making here. Please, ransom them out. Ransom them out. Come on. 220 gold. There we go. That'll do. Hold. Hold. Do not unpause. Never unpause. There we go. Who wants to be the king of Hammerfell? Let's take a look. Sentinel. I believe that is the traditional capital of Hammerfell, isn't it? I have no idea. Either way, you get to be the king, the queen of Hammerfell. Boom, there you go. Should have included all lower titles there, and that's dealt with our other problem. Why did you not go with us? Oh, Redmond. Oh, she just happens to have a random province there. Fine. Man, that's looking nice. We've got to take Wayrest next, obviously, because that's kind of the odd one out on the continent. Still need to tidy this goddamn Cyrodiil Empire. I hate that it's hung on for this long. It's just really garbage, you know. It's just a real pain in the ass that we have to do another 3 or 4 wars against these guys. And the Malma hegemony have to be kicked out of elsewhere. Shouldn't be too difficult to do here. Another Hrothgar uprising. They are really not happy about us being their overall, their overlords and emperor, are they? To be honest, you can't really blame them. You can't really blame them. House Biggus Dickers have been nothing but Biggus Dickerses to, I mean, everybody. All of the Khajiit, all of elsewhere, to be honest with you, since the dawn of time. Or at least as long as I worked out we could actually raid them and make a fortune from it. All is actually quiet in the Empire for once. This is quite nice. It's quite tranquil, but we've got to carry on. No stopping. Let's take the retinues over to Wayrest. Now, I imagine we can also buy some new retinues, seeing as we've essentially added another kingdom onto our empire here, and we can indeed. Alright, so what have we got? We've got a nice mix of cavalry, heavy cavalry, archers, mages. Guess we need some heavy infantry to try and bolster it out a little bit there. Arguably still going for entirely light cavalry is the best tactic, but hey. Do you also want to go for some light infantry? Just to act as a nice meat shield there. 330 light infantry, fine, whatever. We're actually limited by gold at this stage, so I'll wait a little bit just to bring in a little bit more tactics. Then we'll invest a little bit more into light infantry, and I'll sort of rinse and repeat until we've maxed out our retinue cap. Onwards to Wayrest. Let's take these guys out. Where is it? Warlord. Yeah, we do have that. Oh my god, I thought for a second that we didn't actually have the Casus Belli. Now, I'm kind of hoping we could just vassalize these guys, to be honest, because having quite a large merchant republic under us, although they do cause issues, because they are merchant republics, wrong government type, all that garbage, would still be kind of nice for the amount of taxes that we would bring in, because we are really suffering with gold. We've built up quite a lot recently, because of course I've actually maxed out my retinues now, so we don't have to spend such a fortune on that. And the reinforcement cost is actually getting lower and lower, and obviously the more they have reinforced. Regardless, it would be kind of nice to have these guys, because I would like a mountain of money, if you don't mind. We should be leading our armies. Why the hell are we not leading our armies? Or more specifically, were we leading other armies? No, that was the only one up. God knows then. I guess it just took her... Oh, it's probably because I sent her to go and deal with the Hrothgar uprising and then didn't put her back on the retinues. Obviously, it's still the same army. I haven't lowered or raised that since the last war. 21% for taking his capital. I'll say that. Where are you leading troops, my friend? Because that would make my life very easy. Over in Morrowind. Okay, let's send the Imperial Legions. Send the Imperial Legions over to there. We'll have my son, Scorpion. Okay, apparently he doesn't want to... Oh, because I made him Marshal. Right, hang on. Scorpion, go and deal with the traitors over in Morrowind. This is your first goal as not only Marshal, but as future Emperor. Even though we do have a slight succession issue to worry about here. So it turns out the reason they're all voting for these guys rather than him is because despite the fact they are far less skilled, they have a slightly higher level of dragon blood. So whereas his dragon blood is a bit more diluted, only gives him like... Let me take a look here. Oh, candidate score, that's it. He gets plus 40, whereas she gets plus 200 because she's more closely related to Tiber Septim. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. It's a little bit ridiculous when he is far more skilled than her that they would just vote for her because she's more related to Tiber Septim. It seems a bit garbage. I mean, he's still got dragon blood at the end of the day. Not really sure I like that system, but hey, I guess that maybe that's just a way they've tried to balance these ridiculous empires. Anyway, Court Mage, welcome aboard. I think that was our court position, right? In fact, that they might even be separate tiles entirely. Wow, this place is heavily defended. So unlike Hammerfell, we can't really just siege through, because some of that land was tribal, don't forget. We can't really just siege through the whole of High Rock. We are going to have to take this a little bit more methodically. There are their armies. How convenient. I was just wondering where your armies were getting to, my friend. Arrest him. Let's put someone. What happened to Scorpion's troops then? What? Oh, they're still heading over. I thought for a second then his troops were gone. In fact, he might have already, yeah, High Rock have already gone on the retreat. That's a real shame. We'll still keep our armies around here just in case he comes back. My daughter died. What of? Cholera. Oh, shit. No more. Let's time to change my ways. The rivalry between the other guys ended. It's always the best thing to do. Oh, shit, they are still there. Cool. Right, let's take him down. Scorpion, do not fail me. We'll leave our character, obviously, you know, going over there, doing some casual siege and that type of thing. In fact, we'll send him to go and take those guys out. Scorpion is the one I want to focus on, because this is his first sort of real conflict in war. You've always got to remember your first conflict, right? You've always got to remember your first conquest. Let's take him down, my boy. Come on. Here we go. Watch this. It's going to be an absolute massacre. Absolute massacre. 89% war score from a single battle. And that is why he should be your emperor. Vote Scorpion 2020. By which I mean, I'm going to fucking assassinate. I'm seriously just going to kill him. Dragon blood alone, having +2 stewardship alone, is not enough to elect a whole random member of our dynasty. It's seriously not. And I'm going to kill her off, because I don't even know who she is. I don't even know who you are. My aunt. Yes, my aunt, who is also a fucking necromancer. Yeah, you can go. Assassinate. Kill her dead. Dark Brotherhood. Mother, sweet mother, sweet mother, sweet mother. 250 gold. And she's fucking gone. There we go. Right. What about you? Theodorian of Underpell. They are all now voting for him. Guess what, Theodorian of Underpell? Time to be Mother, Sweet Mother. The Dark Brother, how much are they going to cost us this time around? 500 gold, because he's a landed character, or at least a decently landed character. They failed. And they wanted to make another try for another low price of 500 gold. Thank you. Well, that was a very easy war, huh? Look at us now. Look upon Tamriel in despair. That's big. That is really big. I want to take Argonia next, and then Morrowind. The Tribunal Temple, obviously, they've got Vivek. They've technically still got Numidium. I don't know if that's going to help out with things. Sothasil, Amalexia, we're fighting the living gods. These were the ones Type of Septon couldn't break, so I want to leave those guys till last. What are we looking at with... do we actually get control? Why have we got control of all this just random shite? I would never understand. Should we make the guy who's got the Adamantine Tower, the King of High Rock? That'd be kind of good. We do need to make the Kingdom of High Rock first, though. Boom, there you go. Right, grant landing title, the Kingdom of High Rock, and we will get ourselves that major merchant republic, and its capital is the Adamantine Tower. I think that's kind of cool, huh? I think that's a fair and impressive kingdom you've just been granted there, my friend. So he's going to love us a great deal. Now, again, it is a merchant republic. They do cause issues, but they are going to bring in a shit ton of gold because we haven't really disrupted them too much. Nice. Nice borders. Good realm. 10 out of 10. I think we're going to have to leave that one here for today, because our next conquest is probably going to be kind of a ball ache here. We've got to get over to Shadowfen. We've got to wait for our retinues to get over there as well, so I'll start those guys moving over. Shadowfen, and then I think by that time we should be able to attack the Cyrodiil. Oh, we can attack the Cyrodiilic Empire again now. So we'll take out Shadowfen, then I guess we'll kick the Cyrodiilic Empire out of Skyrim next. And then we've basically localized them entirely to Morrowind and in fact, do we want to do that quickly now? 7,000. No, I don't want to wait, because it might take too long. We might get a bunch of uprisings. Oh, finally! She becomes a freaking barbarian after all this time. Thank you for watching. This has been a good episode, a great day. The time is ticking. We are currently 53 years age. Another 13 years past then. We might only have a couple of episodes left before, unfortunately, Heffid Ironside is Heffid extremely dead. I don't know what I was going to say there. Thank you all for watching. Patrons, new patron list should be out within a couple of days. Ideally tomorrow, but Patreon sometimes have a few delays when it comes to that. I would love to get it done for tomorrow. If not, please let me know if your name is missing, of course, and I will get that put on the list as soon as possible. In the meantime, let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who made the series possible in the first place. A big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sedini, Crazy Pat Crosis, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Jocelyn, Dean Tesla, Justin Wallace, Galen Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Scott, Skaz, Shayok Sinclair, Sir Thor the Swede, Stannis the Madness, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, and Vacuous Bacchus. Thank you for your support, the insane tier lovers and Patreon. Hope you guys are enjoying the final chapters here of Heffid and Diccus Biggus Julius's house dynasty building extravaganza. I'm not really selling it very well, am I? And a thank you, of course, has to go out as well to Astro, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Betsmas Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Duncan217, easier to pronounce name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Icy the Grey, Irish, Isaac, Israel, Jacob Wolf, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Joran Dries, Jason, Jose, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Walters, Lemon Start, The Smee, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew Monty, Nathaniel Lundberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samu, Panther, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach Piller, Zico, and all the other patrons is what I was typing in the background there. It's pretty difficult to type and speak a big old list of names at the same time. Don't know if you've ever noticed that. I want to give a shout out to all the other patrons as well, because of course this isn't everybody on this list, but you guys deserve some recognition too. And the Twitch subs, big shout out to you guys as well. See you guys all tomorrow for some more Crusader Kangs 2.